the game, cause see the boxing voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com, live here with the one and only Angel Heredia. Memo, man, you've been the talk of this fight week, obviously, with Paulie Malignaggi looking as good as he does and expressing that he's never made weight so simply. And I just want to get your thoughts on Paulie. I asked him yesterday actually how you guys connected, and he said that it was you, that you were persistent, that you felt you could make a difference. So just talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, how you doing, guys? Well, you know, Paulie's good friends of Jean Pascal. Jean Pascal is one of my clients, and I was in Vegas with him. It was during that Floyd Mayweather fight around, I think it was around January or February, if I recall well. So I met him through Jean, and pretty much I just always thought that he was a great fighter. And ever since I saw his last fight with Porter, I just thought that there were some issues there that I thought that I could fix for him. So I always, you know, when I see quality and I see good boxings, I like to give my intake on it. I like to, you know, present them what I'm capable of doing as far as conditioning, as far as nutrition, as far as everything. So science has been always a good friend of mine. So I know how to use it properly. So right now, like I said, I have so many world champs now working with me. And of course, you know, Badu Jack, last world title, nobody saw him winning the fight. We won the fight, Garcia Smith. And I'm very happy to have Paulie on his side. So it's going to be a good fight Saturday. So it's going very well. You know, like I said, he's a very dedicated guy. He does things by the book. He does everything right. You don't have to tell him twice what to do. So that's something that I really appreciate in a fighter.
Now, could you just talk to us a little bit about what exactly it was that you changed? Because he said he had never felt this good since fighting at 140 pounds. That's a long time ago.
Well, you know, you have to change the habits. Certain nutrition habits are very important to change. You got to do proper supplementation, you know, for pre-training, recovering, so you can sleep well at night, and obviously know how to cut down weight on the right time. Right now, we're on weight. He feels great. He's not really going through the suffering, punishment that most of the boxers do when they go and without 3 or 4 days they don't eat, they don't drink water, and obviously you can recover, but then your body's not gonna give you 100% at a day in the fight, because you know your hormone system just shuts down on you, and frankly, it's gonna come back to you and hurt you at the end of the fight. I never get my fighters ever dehydrate my fighters ever. That's something I do. I do everything by the book. It's called science. It's called protocols. It's not called opinions. So everything is based on science. As you know, my family comes from scientists. All of them are. My father, myself, my uncles, everywhere.
Now, obviously, because of that extensive background that you and your family have, you get some criticism and some speculation, obviously, from the fans.
We get speculation, but I mean, do you know Paulie's been getting tested, random tests, USADA?
5 times.
It's 6 or 5 times in 4 weeks. I don't see any of those critics getting tested. All they do is mouthing. All you do is mouth. All my tests, Badu Jack got tested, random blood and urine with the best testing, and none of that gave me that crap about the CR test or the RMS test, because we inform that information to USADA. USADA applies that to every testing. So as far as I know, the credibility with USADA is real good, because it's part of the Congress. It gets money from the Congress. Obviously, it has much better credibility. So, but I don't make the decisions. USADA wanted to test him. That's fine. If some other organization wants to come in, that's fine. But I don't see any other fighters getting tested. Do you? No. So really, frankly, I mean, I don't have nothing else to say, because, you know, everything we're doing is legit. We're getting tested. Contrary to other fighters, are not getting tested at all. All they're doing is speculating. So I can always speculate. Speculation is for those who wants to speculate and create drama where there's drama not present.
Well, that's where I was going. The fact that because it's a PBC fight, there is mandatory drug testing, where in some fights it's not. And when there is, it's just commission-based testing. So what the point I was trying to make is that by having a fighter like Paulie, you get to, I guess, shed some light on the fact that you're doing things in the proper manner, because the tests are there and your fighter is passing the test.
Well, you know, one thing about it is I really want to, you know, applaud Ad Heyman, PBC Boxing, for really making mandatory. I told people many years ago, when all this criticism started, I said, mandatory testing has to be mandatory. Like television in Europe, Germany television, all the world title fights, you got to go through random testing. I said, you know, people was asking me, how come your fighters don't get tested? I said, I can't change the rules. I'm following the rules. Now, as far as PBC doing it, it's great, because like I said before, TV needs to put order. If they want clean fights, they had to really make it a mandatory testing. You know, not just make it if I want to voluntary. I mean, who cares about voluntary? This is a mandatory where somebody's life can be end on a knife fight. You understand what I mean? So I'm very excited to see that finally somebody's really taking control of that. And like I said, I really applaud Al Heyman. I applaud everybody who's really, the television networks who's really, doing that. So it's good. It's very good.
Okay, well, I want to stick to you, which is
I make world champs.
Marquez. Everybody knows you for Marquez.
I make world champs. That's all I do. You know my history. I make a lot of world champs in boxing today too.
So my question is, Marquez looked so good under your tutelage. Same thing with Badu Jack. What could we expect from Paulie? Because he believes, like he told me personally yesterday, he believes that no strength and conditioning coach can add power, that you can't add power. What you're doing for him is teaching him how to diet properly. What exactly could he get? Is there a way to get added strength, stamina, I guess retention?
Of course, right now we're working on his diet. The whole camp is the supplementation. And, of course, to make weight and, rehydrate after the fight and after the weight-in and everything. So, yes, you can increase punching power. I mean, as far as conditioning, I have demonstrated that with Marquez and other fighters. But with Jack, he had the highest punching power and TV rating when he fought Darrell. So, yes, you can increase punching power, but that's my opinion. As far as, I respect his opinion. But once this fight is over, he's going to train with me full camp. And now we're going to see a different Paulie, a more complete Paulie. I like his style, his technician is very smart, so it's going to be a good fight.
And obviously, you're on his team. No one thinks of losing, but if he loses, do you think that he'll still continue to work with you, or this would be his last fight?
Well, I don't know. It's, you can never tell. I mean, you cannot. I can't even answer that because the fight hasn't even started yet. So everybody wants to see. I guess everybody's already saying that Paulie's going to lose, but I don't think so. Paulie's gonna do his best performance. And obviously, whatever happens after the fight, that's his decision. I don't make decisions for them, so it will be up to him to decide what he wants to do. He might just retire after winning this fight. He might be maybe want to do a couple fights. You never know. Like I said, boxers are different worlds, different minds, so they make their own agendas and schedules.